Ugh. Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd, and today we're going to open up Mantenna. You know what? I should hold on a second. I'm going to grab some of my Masterverse figures just to see how this fits in with them when we're ready. Masterverse. I got them ready now. I got all my Masterverse figures ready to go. All right, so let's see who has joined us. We have one Cometeer. We have what is that? Lex. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Sorry, man. And Godzilla. You guys have joined us. That's awesome. Thanks for joining us. It's always fun. Let's show a sound check. Cometeer. All right. Cool. All right. So, what's up? What's up is we're going to talk about Mantenna. So this is the Filmation version of Mantenna that came out a little while ago. But before we jump into that, I want to talk about the very first Mantenna that was ever made. So here is the first Mantenna, and this was the 80s version. And it's funny is I didn't have one of these, but my second from my oldest boy just brought a sack of action figures from his childhood. And I thought, I wonder if he had one, and he did. He had one. Whoop, 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 whoop. So that was kind of cool. Here's the switch and how it works in the back. And what's weird about this figure is he has 4 legs, but they did it as 2 legs, as one solid piece for each set of 2 legs. So kind of weird the way that is. I do like the way his arms are angled. They kind of angled down in a kind of roundabout way. It's like he's like some tough guy. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Boop, boop. You know, so it's kind of cool. Anyway, we'll talk more about this guy in a few minutes. Let's go ahead and dive into the box. You may call me master. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at this Mantenna. Now, I have opened this box before, and I've looked at him, and I decided I was not going to open him last time. But this time, I've decided I want to get every single figure possible in the classic size. And I realized I had a big giant hole when it came to all of the Filmation version figures of that size. So I didn't really value them, and so because of that hole, I had to go back and buy some on eBay actually. How crazy is that? And now I have them all, but not all opened yet. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box. We have an outside sleeve that's on there. It says Super 7, and contains 1 figure and accessories. And just so you're clear, this is made for the adult collector, not for children. All right. Last rumors, they have Mantenna coming out in the cartoon collection. Nice. That will be cool. I was going to actually talk about that a little bit, so I'm glad you brought that up. Let's go ahead and do the reveal. Dun, 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 dun. 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 Dun, 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 dun. There he is. Of course, you guys probably saw it in the thumbnail, so not much of a reveal. So there he is. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the back of the box. Now, the back of the box shows a really nice Filmation picture. And what's interesting is it looks like he has like Skeletor-looking feet here, the way they made those boots, or Kildo or something. In the back, they're bare feet. I thought it was interesting they put boots only on the front feet, but not the back feet. I mean, does he pivot up on 2 feet and run, or does he actually use all 4? It's kind of a weird thought when you think about it, how, you know, you might have one versus the other. So, interesting. Very interesting. All right, let's go ahead and cut the tape off this guy, and let's get him open. Where are my scissors? My scissors are missing. Oh. Hold on a second. Hey, can you give me some scissors, please? I forgot to grab some. I used to have some in here, but they're missing. My wife's going to grab us some scissors so I don't leave too long. So let's take a look here at the box. It looks pretty cool. Oh, he's got an alternate head. Oh, I wish we would have brought hot water now. No, I didn't think he had an alternate head. That's funny. That's cool. And he has his laser gun. He has his weird little 3-fingered things. Thank you so much. My wife gave me some purple ones. All right, let's go ahead and get this guy out of the box. Let's see. Someone, oh, you're back. Hey, let's see. Someone said only 2 legs. Did they ever explain why? Really weird. Yeah, it is kind of weird. I think they wanted a 4-legged creature, but they didn't know exactly how to do that with the action figure line. So they just gave him just 2 legs that were just symbols of 4 legs, but only 2. The first figure that really had the 4 legs going on, I believe, was Classics. I don't think they had a statue of him in Stactions. I can't remember if the 4 Horsemen designed one or not as a Staction figure. I know they definitely didn't have him in the line as an actual figure for 2000X, but they may have made a Staction out of him. I'll have to research that and check that out. Hey, Mike. Captain Palsy, let me guess, 50? Not sure what you're guessing, but... Alright, so here's his extra head. Ugh. I'm surprised that tape's not a lot worse than it is. I like that. It's like he's freaked out about something, so he's ready to run away. Some kind of alien scream. Give me your head. There we go. All right. Look at that. That is so Filmation-y. That is so cool. All right, let's untwist these wires and get them out of here. I probably should not use my wife's scissors to cut these wires off. Normally I just grab my scissors and cut them off, but I don't think she would appreciate that. Now, with Super 7, there was always an issue with paint coming off the stomach area with these wires. So they added like an extra piece of plastic. The signs of paint would adhere to that. Oh, it made it. It survived. I can't believe it survived. And it looks like they actually gave him black boots in the front and no boots in the back, just like the Filmation cartoon. And he has sporting 4 legs. They have kind of a black wash on him, which looks kind of cool till you bend his knee. He has like a clean knee spot, so it's kind of strange. All right, let's talk about articulation. Articulation. So we got ankle articulation, no boot cut because it's actually molded in. Single jointed knee. Nice. Then we have a thigh cut, which is actually higher up. It's almost more like a hip cut. Then we have a ball joint on there. And on his back leg, we have the ankle articulation, and then a knee cut. And then his legs are a little more spiky looking on here. And I think that's more cartoony, with the back legs are more monstrous looking, even down here too. Which is kind of strange when you think about it, that his back legs have that monster thing kind of going on. He's got a soft rubber loincloth. His waist turns. No ab crunch. Then we have a shoulder joint, single elbow joint, and then his wrist bends back and forth. And of course the other side works all the same way. So you can see they had to design a new way to hold all 4 of those legs in. Kind of cool the way they did that. Cool, man. And then of course his head bobs around. I'm not going to pull his head off because oh, you know what? It might come off without breaking. Oh, it does feel, oh, you know what? That neck's just going to snap on me. Yep, I'm not pulling his head off to try the other head on without hot water. But you can see how cool he would look with that other head on there. All right, so you're probably wondering why. Oh, there is a 2000 Staction. Nice. I was wondering about that. I guess I should get the other parts out of here. So let's look that up. I want to see what it looks like. So if they made that, he might be the first one with 4 legs, even before the classics. So let's grab this iPad here and oh, my battery died. Time to change the battery in the light. Light up. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and pull up that staction. Action staction. Mantenna. Two 00X staction. Let's see if we can find it now. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, now I remember. I remember. Oh yeah, look at that. I don't want to search inside the image. So in the staction figure, they actually went ahead and gave him all 4 boots, and all the legs are identical on all of them. So they basically gave him kind of bug legs all the way across on all the legs. They gave him extra eyes, which is kind of interesting they do that, but that's cool. And then they gave him the arms. In fact, he looks, that's not the staction. That's not the staction. Let's say he looks just like my figure here. It is my figure there. Okay. Let's try this again. Let's try this again, shall we? Go, go. There we go. Okay, here is the staction. And let's see if he has other pictures of him. He does not. Really? Make sure to find the real staction figure and not images. There we go. Here's an eBay picture of one. And it looks like he has all 4 legs the same. Kind of like the Classics version. That was funny though. He looks just like my Classics. I do like the way they did the head though. It's kind of cool looking. Look at the crossbow too. Very detailed. Awesome. Alright, let me go back to my video. Thank you for letting me know they made the staction. That was cool to know. Alright, so then of course you've already seen him. Here is the Classics version. And they did a really cool job on him. Again, they have the 4 legs, but his hookup points look like the same points they used on Modulok. That kind of weird, kind of bumpy alien skin going on. And he has all 4 legs the same on this one, so it's not mix and match. Not mix and match. All right, and then of course we have we have the Origins version, which gave us 4 legs again, so much better than the 80s version when it comes to the legs. And the arms look so cool. They did a great job on this figure, except for the chest. Not enough detail definition in Hordak's face there, but other than that, pretty cool. So I was at work one day, and my friend Jeff was there, and we were talking about He-Man figures because his son had a bunch of them. And as we were talking, he says he's got this one figure that looks like his face is a butt. And so I just thought he meant the New Adventures figure, Butthead. And then he told me that he didn't know the name of the figure, but he just called him Sphinx Store. Sphinx Store. And then later on when I saw this, I started cracking up. It looks just like the starfish on the back of a cat. And all of a sudden I realized this was the figure he was calling Sphinx Store. And it just cracked me up that he called them Sphinx Stores. It does look like that, you know. It looks horrible. Now here, you can tell it's more of a wormhole, like something from Dune or something. Makes a lot more sense. So, but I'm surprised they did the same thing with our Origins. They gave us the same little spider face looking thing. they made it actually all bump out. In the original one, these actually indented, not bumped out. See? So they're actually indented, and this middle part's bumped out. But on this one, they bumped them all out like he has a spider on his face. Now I added some heat shrink tubing right here so I could keep his eyes out, because I didn't like the fact that his eyes... I can't get it off there. If I ever get out of here... There we go. So now I can do it normally. But it's so weird, it's just right on his head. Which I guess makes sense because his head's removable. Where on the original figure, it was on his back. And it was quite the motion to get it out. Zip, 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 zip. Now in Filmation, he had the bright yellow eyes. And so that's why we have these crazy bugging eyes coming out. Yep, and even the Filmation one doesn't have the Sphinx door look to it. It just looks like a weird little mouth. Ah, his 6 little baby teeth. This one here looks just scary, though. I guess it'd be great for drinking chocolate shakes or something. Oh, my eyeball. Look at all the veins on there. Oh. As my mom would say, nasty. That's funny. All right. So, there we go. He does have some other cool hands you can swap out. His alien-looking hands. Oh, that's right. I was going to compare him next to some Masterverse figures. That's right. Masterverse. Let's see here. Shadow Weaver. Yeah, he does fit in nicely with Masterverse figures because he doesn't have the standard Classics build to his body. He does fit in good with Masterverse because he is so different. But then again, even the Classics fits good with Masterverse too. So, because again, it doesn't have the standard stock body that we used to always see in. Interesting. Let's look at his back again. He could be one of the Kardashians. He could balance his bottle of wine right there and have it shoot forward and catch it in a glass. He needs King Randor's goblet and catch it right there. Whoop. All right, let's see what you guys say. Haga says it's funny. We'll be getting Mantenna in the cartoon line as the first Horde character, while in the Masterverse we got most of the Horde characters, but still waiting on Mantenna. That is kind of funny. They're kind of playing it back and forth, aren't they? He is pretty cool looking. I don't know why I didn't open him last time. I guess it was because of the face. The face just... But I'm going to switch to this face once I get some hot water and swap it out. I mean, this face is so cool looking. It reminds me of Roger Rabbit or something. Ah, you know, he's sitting there pounding on the table. His eyes are popping out of his head. Or The Mask. Yes, The Mask. When Jim Carrey... Actually reminds me of The Mask more than Toontown from... Ooh, nice. All right. Well, I think that pretty much sums everything up. I will be opening up some more Filmation figures from the classic style line. And then someday soon I'll be going through every single classics figure, starting with King Grayskull, and we will hit them all. This one awesome guy made a book, a fan-based book, and it covers every single figure. I thought he kind of a fun deal. Take a couple years going through them all, and just go through them in the order they were released. And this way I can go through the cartoon ones too, because at first I didn't have all the cartoon figures, but we still got more to open. Pew pew pew! Pew pew pew! I still can't believe that. Sphinx door! Sphinx door! Boom, 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 boom. His eyes just keep sticking. I can't believe my son had this figure in his box. That is funny. Yeah, it was weird. He just called me one day and said, "Hey, Dad, I got all these figures. Do you want them?" I'm like, "Sure. Send them with the girls. They come visit." And he did. So, and this just a few minutes ago, I ran downstairs to check the bag, and this was in there because I don't have one of my own anymore. So, I'm kind of glad I did to show off the crazy legs. That's so funny. I'll have to let him know later on. I used one of the figures in the video already. All right, I think, yeah, that's it, you guys. That's all I got. That's all she wrote. So, oh, I got more. Oh, see, I hate that when I come back sometimes it doesn't show me all your guys' comments. He has 4. The phone charger on my Word Mantenna. Hey, Sledge Master. One has hemorrhoids. Looks like the mouth and teeth of a worm. Yeah, it does. Hey, thanks for joining us from Chile there, Chuck. I always love the voice in the Filmation cartoon. Yeah, the voice is just crazy. I thought Merman had the bubbly voice that he was drinking water at the same time, but he had it even beyond Merman. Oh, my light's dying. Time to switch lights. All right. Now it's silent while I'm switching the lights out. There we go. Here the light's charging, so it'll be ready. It will be ready. Oh, hey. I put a yoke back in my ship. Dun 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 dun. He now has his yoke back. I finally made it one extra beyond what's selling, so there we go. Hooray! Ugh. All right, you guys. That's it now. Yep, please share the video if you guys like it. The actor who did Orko was also Mantenna. Yes, you could tell his voice did sound like Orko. Good call. Until next time, good journey, you guys. Bye now.